Attention, dear listeners. It's Libra here. This is your official spoiler warning. Heads up for Ironheart Season 1. We're diving into high-tech suits, genius-level drama, and game-changing reveals. If you haven't finished the season yet, now's the time to shut it down and come back later. You've been warned.
Welcome to the League of Melanated Gentlemen podcast. My name is Spenser, and I'm one of your hosts on this podcast that we do. And today, I am joined by the other two members of the League of Melanated Gentlemen to give you another review.
Yes, sir. This is Brandon.
And of course, I am Jordan.
Now, of course, we're in a review season, but before we get to reviewing anything, we must first tell you about the places where you can find us, talk to us, tell us how you feel about all of the things. And Jordan's got that information for you right now.
Yeah, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. We're all at the League of Melanated Gentlemen. That is where you can find us at. And don't forget to rate and review us on whatever streaming service your little heart uses. And then, schedule updates. Oh, don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know the typical routine. And then schedule updates. Of course, Mondays is when the main episode drops. But on Tuesdays, bi-weekly, we have LMG Presents Marvel Multiverse RPG. That is a Marvel role-playing game that we play here on the channel. So if you're a fan of Marvel and you're a fan of D&D, be sure and check it out. And then we have on Wednesdays, Wrestling with Worldwide Willis. Brandon said he's gonna make a comeback, but like all good things, we ain't seen it yet, you know. And then of course bi-weekly as well on Fridays we have DC Animation with Spenser and Friends. That is Spenser's review podcast where he is talking about the entire DC animated universe. Spenser, what we got?
Next week, we will be reviewing Batman, The Doom That Came to Gotham.
There you have it. So be sure and check that one out. And be sure and check out the review and any of the other movies that Spenser's already reviewed.
Yeah, it's a good time. So, our lovely AI has already issued a spoiler warning for the Disney Plus MCU hotness that is Ironheart. Season 1 miniseries, I don't know. We're going to see what happens. They left us on a cliff, so there better be some more.
That was a big cliff.
But we will be reviewing this. There were 6 episodes. We'll do an episode at a time. I'll read a synopsis in my own word of each episode, and then we're just going to talk about it. So, episode 1, Take Me Home. We open with Riri and Natalie talking about their dreams. Riri is out here hustling and getting funding for her project, but ends up getting expelled from MIT. She takes her suit and heads back home to Chicago. We see that the Hoods group is hitting a house, but Stewart failed to disable the alarm, so they need to replace him. John recruits Riri, and she passes the test and becomes a part of the Hood gang. Later that evening, she listens to Xavier's song, which triggers her memory of losing Natalie and Gary in a drive-by. Riri gets to work on her suit and maps her brain to create an AI, which ends up being Natalie. And that's the first episode.
Nice.
I tried to keep these tight because with TV shows and a lot of episodes, yeah.
Right.
So, first episode of Ironheart, what did we think watching this first episode? Like, after the first episode, were you like, oh, I'm excited to watch the rest of this? Were you like, okay, we're doing something? Were you not impressed? How did you walk out of the first episode?
Go ahead, Brian.
I was excited. Like I liked the vibe of the show. I thought it coming off of Wakanda Forever, it was sort of like, ugh, like that wasn't the greatest pilot, for Ironheart, but I was like, all right, let me come at this with some fresh new eyes. That movie wasn't supposed to be about her, so she kind of played a sidekick role. This one's about her, so they can invest more. And after the first episode, I was like, all right, we got something. We got something there. It wasn't the greatest episode of all time, but it was something there. Like they gave you moments. I thought the writing was good. Actually, I like the actors playing Riri Williams. Like I like her. And I really like the girl who played Natalie. She was in uh, God dang, what show was she in? With Sterling
Uh,
K. Brown.
This Is
I,
Us.
This Is Us. Yeah, she was great in This Is Us. So I was like, oh, okay, she can act. So we're in good hands. Like we got two people to hang with. We're in good hands. I didn't really know a ton of the other people. I knew Gary from the Chicago police show, but overall, I was impressed with the first episode. I thought it was a good jumping off point, and I thought it was good to like throw some action in there. You know what I mean? You got to have some action in your first episode, and it told her origin story pretty well. Like, because I remember reading her origin story in the comics, and it followed it pretty closely. They made some slight changes, of course. We know with the AI decision, but we can get to that. But overall, I was impressed with the first episode.
yeah, no, I definitely agree with Brandon. As far as like, I don't think Black Panther 2 was the best introduction to that character.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but and also I wasn't super excited for this. Even I mean I really liked the character, but I wasn't super excited for this because of what we saw in Wakanda Forever. So with this one, with this first episode, I was like, okay, this seems like it's gonna be good. Like I was really enjoying it. I needed to be sold on the character of Riri Williams, like the actor, and because in Black Panther, I was like, I mean, I don't know, we'll see what happens. But first episode, I think they did a really good job, and we got introduced to like the antagonist. That I
Mm-hmm.
mean, at this point we don't know it yet, but we know that there's a group of these people, and they seem like they know what they were doing. And also, I like the dude who plays Stewart, Eric Andre. Like I like him a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he was in it shortly, but I thought it was pretty good. And also just like the family dynamic of Riri, like you see her like come home and the family's like doing sage and stuff. I was like,
Yeah.
that's some real stuff right there.
I will say, after seeing the first episode, I was under the impression that I was going to love the dialogue
Mm.
Hmm.
because just from the first episode, whenever she was in the dean's office and the dean was like, "That's bullshit,"
Yeah.
basically, I was
Yeah.
like, "All right." So whoever's writing this,
Yeah.
it's gonna feel accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever's writing this, and it
Yeah.
did. And we'll talk about that a little bit more. But after seeing the first episode, I was excited about the writing.
Right.
Um, like the first episode made me feel safe with the writing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so since he was introduced here, I would like to have a quick teaching moment for the Hood, if we could, because this is his first appearance, as far as I understand, in live action. There are a lot of people who have no idea what's going on with the Hood, and so I just want to talk about him for real quick.
Yeah. So the Hood, Parker Davis Robbins, aka the Hood, first created in 2002 by Brian K. Vaughan, who is a pretty big name in Marvel Comics or in comics in general, not even just Marvel. But he first appeared in the Hood #1. So basically, I mean, this character, just like it was on the show, he was basically a crook, like from New York, just trying to make it, survive, and everything. He ended up basically robbing someone, but it turned out uh, that there was a demon there. Basically, ended up killing the demon and stealing the basically the magical cloak and the boots actually, and that is actually where he kind of gets his powers from. So it's like the hood is what gives him the powers. Um, and he actually is like a street level thug, but also like over time and over years, like he actually kind of moved his way up, built his empire, and he's always in conflict with Spider-Man, Daredevil, the Avengers. Um, and he packs some pistols, which he shoots and has like magical bullets, basically. Some of his powers, invisibility, just like we saw on the show. He can levitate, teleport. Of course, like the strength and all that, that always comes with it. A little bit of pyrokinesis, magic stuff. Just like we really saw in the show, in the show, like he can do a lot of that same stuff.
Okay. Okay. Um, I will say I didn't know the Hood started in his own comic series. I assumed that like his first appearance would have been somewhere else, but that's interesting.
Hmm.
I've heard about him, but I'm not super familiar with him.
Yeah.
Right.
Whenever you said he was from New York, I was like, of course they cast Anthony
Also, I
Ramos
just want to
as.
say I do not like Anthony Ramos as an actor. I think I said it multiple times. To me, he plays the same character all the time. A guy from New York. He literally plays that same character all the time. I said it during Transformers review. I do not like him as an actor. I will say his role in this, let's say I was at a 2 for Anthony Ramos, I move it up to like maybe a 4.
Wow.
Like
Okay.
so like he moved it up a little bit. I think he played a really good kind of going crazy character.
Yeah, I will. I can agree with Jordan on that. Like, I am not impressed with his acting skills whatsoever. This one
I
was
agree.
better. Yeah,
I
this one was better, but I
I
mean,
agree
which,
that generally, yeah, like I don't need to see Anthony Ramos in anything.
yeah,
I think that this is one of his best performances as far
yeah,
as actually performing.
I would agree.
So yeah, I didn't hate him the way I was prepared to hate him in this.
Yep.
yeah.
Same.
What did we think about the squad, the Hood gang?
It was cool. I mean, you had your consummate heist roles, right? You got to have your certain people. You got to have your tech guy. It was interesting that they had like the explosive. The girls good with explosives and things of that nature. You got to have your brutes, which the twins. Yeah, I wasn't quite sold.
Unimpressive. Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't quite
Very
sold on them.
unimpressive.
Yeah, yeah, them just being those are your muscle. I don't know. But overall, I liked the group. I liked their dynamic for the most part. It seemed like they were actually like a crew. You know what I mean? It wasn't just people who didn't know each other. So I like that part.
And I was curious about like John. Like I
Yeah.
thought John was about to play like a way bigger part than what he played. Because to me, he was like looked like he was going to try to take over the hood or something. Like something was
Hmm.
going on more there. But I mean, we never really got to see it.
Yeah. Um, I also assumed we'd get more from him,
Yeah.
but they used him in what felt like a very MCU way.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. 100%.
So fit the formula.
Yeah.
Um, I, I I'm gonna go ahead and say it. One of my favorite characters was the mom.
Ooh,
Uh,
you
Oh,
liked her.
I
Riri's mom.
really liked her. Like
Okay.
I thought she did a great job.
Wasn't quite
And
sure on her for a little bit there, but I think she definitely won me over.
yeah, like I think she did a great job, and I think that she was way more accurate than I thought she was gonna be
Hmm.
in certain moments
Yeah.
because there were a lot of moments where she had to navigate I'm still your mama and
Yeah.
I am respecting the fact that you're an adult.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like she lived there really well.
Yeah. Hmm.
Um so yeah, I think that I think that MCU shows do family members well, at least from
They
what I
do.
can tell. Like
They do.
yeah, like random family they've done a great job with like parents of.
Yeah. I agree with that.
But okay. So
I do want to point out one more thing too, just on that first episode. So the crew, we talking about the crew, those are actual Marvel characters too. I mean, there's like super minor Marvel characters,
Okay.
but they are. So like Slug is a real character, Clown is a real character. I would have to look up the twins because I don't actually remember them being any characters or know them being any
They
character.
they seem like some actual characters. They
yeah,
just
like
maybe changed a
yeah,
few
like blood
things.
siblings sounds like a thing.
Yeah, 100%. But
Yeah, looks like they are real characters, yeah, but they're actually men.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We knew
That's a
that.
consummate. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, we knew that. I imagine all of them were changed.
yeah,
Yeah, that
Maybe
Yeah,
Stewart.
yeah,
But yeah, I
100%.
imagine all of them were changed.
Slug was a man. Uh, and Clown was also a man.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Now, were any of them ever associated with the Hood, or were they all just minor characters that exist in Marvel?
That I don't know. I mean, they're like such minor characters.
Okay.
I will say Slug is, if you look at an image of Slug, Slug looks like the Blob,
Okay. I
Really?
mean, the
just
name
super fat.
Slug, yeah, like if you're gonna go by the name Slug, that's I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay. So last thing, and we may have talked about this already, but Natalie.
Oh, I like Nelly.
I like Natalie a lot, man. She might have been my favorite character. Low
Yeah,
key.
yeah, outside of Riri, I think Natalie did her thing.
Yeah. She's great.
Oh,
Um, she played it's because I feel like that's a low key hard role. Like you got to play yourself while playing AI. You know what I mean? So it was tough.
I think for the most part, she was able to just kind of play the character.
Hmm.
Yeah, I agree with Spencer. Like she kind of just did her thing, and I like that they actually talked like black people.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like
Like
the
I like
dialogue
the
was,
yes,
yeah, like it was really good. And
Hmm.
the the first episode with the dialogue, it made me feel safe
Yeah.
with
yeah.
what we were going to get from conversations that were had in the show.
Hmm.
So, um, we're not going to get too deep into all of the episodes just because we got other stuff to cover today. But
Hmm.
episode 2, will the real Natalie please stand up? We opened with Riri not loving that Natalie is her AI, and we are introduced to the Hood Gang. They are planning to hit Tunnel, which plans to create private highways for the wealthy. Riri meets Joe and blackmails him because he has the parts that she needs to finish her suit. Natalie gets confined to Riri's computer, but she is able to find her way out and accidentally gets caught by Riri's mother. During the tunnel heist, Natalie pops up on Riri, almost jeopardizing the whole mission, but Riri is able to turn it around, and the Hood is able to successfully extort the tunnel leader. A cop pulls a gun on Riri and Natalie freezes. The Hood shoots the cop, showing that he can bend bullets, and Natalie tells Riri that the Hood is wrapped up in some sketchy shit. Riri's mom asks her to remake Gary the same way she remade Natalie, and Joe takes revenge on his neighbor. And that's episode 2. So this is where we're introduced to Joe,
Hmm.
who we find out is not Joe later. What did we think of Joe?
I liked him. I
Yeah,
liked him.
I liked them later on. Like
Yeah.
and what a good twist
Yeah.
to bring that back around. Like
Hmm.
I don't know if we want to say it yet, but what a good twist to bring that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will talk about it a little bit later.
Yeah.
So the episode opens with Riri being like, "Oh shit, this is not what I wanted," and talking to Natalie like she is an AI because she is an AI.
Right.
And you know, I kind of agreed with Riri on this situation. Like,
Wait, what do you mean?
um, with the not being comfortable with it
Yeah, okay, okay, cool.
and the why aren't you doing what I say?
Yeah.
Like that's literally your job. So, real quick, is Jarvis the same thing Natalie is?
I
Wait, what do you
believe
mean?
so.
Wait, what do you mean? Oh,
Like
like a AI acronym?
a
What do you mean?
brain mapped
Oh,
AI?
um,
I don't know
Because
if he
like
I don't think so.
how were Ultron and Jarvis created? Like
well
we're
actually
Well, I'm pretty sure Ultron. I mean, I'm pretty sure Jarvis was a butler at first.
yeah,
that's what I'm
Jarvis was an
saying.
actual person,
Yeah.
but that's
But yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like Natalie
That's
was
who
an actual
Natalie is.
person.
Yeah, I think that's the same situation.
but was Jarvis Iron Man's first thing in the comics? I think it was Friday. I'm gonna have to look it up.
Well, regardless, I feel like yeah, Jarvis was an actual butler and then was the AI, but is were Vision and Ultron created the same way that Natalie was? Like, was it
I
a
think
brain
I
map?
think I think Ultron was. I don't think Jarvis was though.
Not Jarvis, Vision. I mean, Jarvis is in, yeah, Jarvis and Vision are essentially the same thing.
I
But
think I think Jarvis is the same as Natalie, and then from that point, Vision and Ultron were different because obviously, uh, Ultron was like, I mean, I'm sorry, Vision like they inputted a personality into a living thing, but I don't know. It just seems like I could see those three being the same, but I feel like Ultron's its own. Like that's a screwed up situation. You just messed up.
okay, because
Okay, so
I don't remember how they created Ultron. I just know that it was the brainchild of Tony and Bruce.
so it
Yeah,
looks like Jarvis was an AI that he just like created, and he just named it after the Butler. So like I don't think it was mapped from anything, but I'm
okay.
pretty sure Ultron was mapped of Tony Stark and Ant-Man's brain stuff.
Mm,
Okay. In the comic book, I think it was Ant-Man, but in this, I think it was Hulk and
Oh, yeah.
Tony.
yeah,
Okay, so created the same way, but like because it felt like Natalie was closer to Ultron in that she could, appear in multiple places and take over machines and all that. But
yeah.
because Vision is kind of like locked to his body,
Hmm.
but Ultron had a little more range than that,
Yeah,
but still kind of existed in the cloud.
yeah.
So, yeah, okay. So, yeah, in this episode, we see them execute their first heist. Um, we see that Riri's mother finds Natalie, and Riri's mother is like, "Oh shit, how?" Like she was impressed and happy about it. Like she was like,
Yeah,
"Oh my God, I can't believe you did this. Can you make one of Gary?"
That's
Like,
got to be tough.
like she's got every like this is her,
yeah,
and
That's got to be tough.
yeah, that's got to be like
yeah,
for everybody involved.
Yeah,
yeah. I am not an AI person. I am not for it for the most part. So this whole thing made me like, bro, what are we doing? Like, like you said, the fact that she exists in the first place, the fact that she was making, not being receptive to what Riri was telling her,
Yeah,
the
like
fact
you're
that
you're defiant,
yeah, you're
and
being defiant, you're
that
going to
is a
seek,
problem.
yeah, and you're going to seek out relationships from others. Like it's just like, what are we
but just
doing?
imagine you lost someone, and this is like you're able to talk to them again, and it's just like
But you're
completely
not talking to
normal.
them though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's
true,
the
but
thing.
it's just
She
like
keeps saying like you are code.
Yeah, you're literal dots,
Yeah, you are
commas.
ones and zeros.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like I feel like you're doing the person a just injustice because also we'll talk about the brother, the dude later
Yeah, we
on,
will.
but
We will.
yeah, homie, like that's what I mean though. By doing this, you've opened yourself up to bigger things. Now you're not only affecting yourself, affecting your mom, everybody who got in touch with Natalie.
And she
yeah,
didn't. I will say in Riri's defense, this is not. She didn't mean to do this.
Yeah, that's true.
Like this was an accident.
Yeah, 100%.
Like a whoopsie. But yeah, there were. I understand the difficulty that comes with it. Like you have somewhat revived your best friend, even though it's not actually your best friend. Um, and Riri is difficult. Like, can
Hmm.
we agree on that?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like, at least this version of Riri is difficult as fuck. Like
Yeah,
to the point where I was like, you would I wanted to shake her. Like,
yeah. I was like, you
what
need to
the
sit down
fuck is
somewhere.
wrong with you?
Yeah,
yeah.
Especially the way she was talking to her mom. I was like,
Oh yeah.
don't get your ass beat.
Yeah, she'd walk in the house late as hell. Mama, don't worry about it. I'm like, whoa,
Yeah, like
like
she'd be like, I'm fine. It was like, clearly you're not. And then
watch your tone.
we're gonna we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
Cause
Now,
yeah.
I do want to know, like, since we're here, how do we feel about the change in the origin story as far as her? Obviously in the comics, her AI is Tony Stark,
Yep.
right? It is Tony Stark. That's who she uses as her AI or her reference point, or even bounce
Well,
ideas off of him. You
that's who
know.
she used at first. But eventually she ended up getting Natalie
Oh, okay.
as the AI. So like yeah, so in the beginning, like Tony Stark, she can literally can build everything else, but she can't build the AI because she just doesn't have the resources. And then Tony Stark was like, "Hey, here's me as an AI." And so
Yeah.
yeah, and then he ends up, spoiler alert, dying, and he is like her AI assistant for a while. But then yeah, eventually she ends up getting Natalie as an assistant,
Hmm.
kind of once he comes back.
Gotcha. They just
Okay.
skipped that part. That makes sense.
Yeah,
I
that was a little bit later on though.
I'm pretty okay with it because I think that this was a lot easier to explain and this brought it like closer to home. This kept it contained. This kept it pretty tight because she was name dropping a lot, but that didn't really mean anything.
Yeah.
So I think that for the MCU, the change made sense. Um, because I I think that not going too far too quick was the right move.
Yeah, no, I agree. I like this change. Because yeah, I'm only because like we're in the MCU, and how do you explain a Tony Stark AI? Unless she goes to like Stark Industries and they're like, hey, but then she has no relationship with Tony, in the MCU. So it's like, yeah,
Yeah,
how do you explain that?
yeah, like the way they would have had to explain it would be like she was the winner of some kind of grant and it included Tony. Like, yeah, they could have made some bullshit up, but um, yeah,
I'm
oh good,
yeah. Oh no, I'm indifferent because I love the interaction between Tony and Riri in the
Oh, I agree.
comics.
Yeah, I agree there. Yeah,
That interactions was so dope because it's two totally different, what I mean, vibes, but they're both geniuses. So just that interaction would have been dope. So that part I'm like, dang, but I get it. The logistics, like he makes way too much money to make a film. You know what I mean? Like they can't afford that
yeah.
for this show. So I get it. It's just like, dang, like that would have been dope to see them two interact.
Yeah, like
yeah,
the only thing that they may have done, like the dude who voices Iron Man in like the animated stuff, they used his
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
they could have done that, but like
Right.
I don't think we need to do that.
Yeah.
Um so yeah. And then Joe, that's the dude from Han Solo, right?
Yeah. That's 100%. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, okay,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
all right.
I
But
haven't even watched Solo yet. That's literally the only Star Wars movie I haven't watched. Is Solo.
Solid.
okay.
It gets overly hated on, but it's solid.
All right. But yeah, so this is their first heist and it ends up, you know, going pretty well.
Hmm.
And the fact that he is the hood and we're kind of in a it's it's not a Robin Hood situation because he's not giving to the poor, but he is, only extorting like the filthy rich.
Yeah.
And he is justifying it. Like there's a lot of like we are robbing these people because they are awful and they are hurting people.
Right.
So it feels noble,
Hmm.
but yeah. So we feel
What
like oh and then oh good.
I was gonna say, well, how did y'all feel about the hood? Like seeing him like do something for the first time? Because I mean, you see him shoot the gun, and you
Yeah.
see
Been the
them.
book.
Now, did
Yeah.
y'all immediately think about Wanted? Because as soon as I saw it, I was like, remember the movie Wanted?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that literally made me think of that movie when I saw
Really.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it's a cool power and a half. It's pretty
I
cool.
I honestly kind of thought about Yondu in the whistle.
Oh,
Oh
the
yeah.
whistle.
Yeah.
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 Like that's what came to my mind. And I know that the bullet didn't do like any weird twisting or anything, but just the fact that it moved in the air, I was like, oh,
Yeah. Yeah. That was cool.
and then, okay. And then yeah, we see that Natalie, when the police holds a gun to her, she freezes, and I'm like, you are an AI. What the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, I know. That's what I thought too.
Well, that's when I was like, okay, she's getting like too close to trying to be human.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the fact that she's reacted. Yeah, nah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we can't have that.
But then also it's like, is she doing that because of Riri's memories? So like,
Yes,
okay,
I
that's what it is. Yeah,
I think
Riri
that's
is the reason she's doing
Yeah. I
it.
think she's reacting to
like
Brewer's brain.
it's directly tied to Riri's trauma.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because Riri again accidentally recreated Natalie uh with her own brain.
Right.
Which I don't know if it's in this episode, but Joe says to her, like, he was like, what would happen if, like, you mapped your brain to create an AI? And Joe was like, it would rip your brain apart.
Yeah.
And she was
It's
like,
like, but
okay, cool. Right.
what if it did? Yeah.
Yeah, like what well, yeah, like what if that's not what happened?
Right.
And we see that Joe is really just trying to be, a regular dude. And when he was talking to that lady, that neighbor,
Oh
Oh
yeah.
man.
with the dog shitting in the yard, I was getting so pissed. I was getting so mad
Yeah.
at
Yeah, she was definitely
the
Karen.
excuses and all that.
Hmm.
And yeah, like,
That was so real. Like,
yeah, the revenge he took was, a lot. Like it, but I can tell you right now, I absolutely would have bought some poop bags, and every turd that was in my yard would have been thrown at her house.
Yeah, she would have got it. Yeah.
Like yeah, these are yours, and I'm just
yeah,
returning them to you.
that's funny, bro.
But yeah, episode 3, we in danger, girl. We open with the Hood Gang celebrating with a money party. John is pissed that Riri and Clown touched the hood, and the gang plans their next hit, which is Heirloom. Joe pulls up on Riri and blackmails her into helping him, and Riri hangs out with Natalie like they used to. Police show up at Riri's house and ask questions about the death of Stewart, which prompts her to try to get a piece of the cloak so that she can analyze it. Riri discovers that Joe is Obadiah Stane's son Ezekiel and borrows his biomesh to get through the heirloom security so that she can steal a piece of the cloak. The Hood Gang goes on the heist, and Riri sets off the alarm, but is able to get a piece of the cloak. The Hood is able to extort the heirloom leader, and John catches Riri, and they fight. He admits to killing Stewart before dying in the heirloom plant. Unfortunately, Riri ends up dropping the biomesh before escaping, and the Hood sees a vision that tells him that Ironheart killed John.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah.
Obadiah.
What a
Yeah.
reveal. I did not
I
see that coming.
Whenever he said in episode 2 that he had issues with his dad, I immediately knew that's where we were going.
Mm,
And I knew that because Ironheart is tied to Tony Stark.
yeah.
So I knew that he was going to be Obadiah's son when he specifically mentioned, like when he said, me and my dad don't have a good relationship. I was like, that's
Mm.
Obadiah's son.
I had no clue.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure either, just because he was just so vague and like he was buying all kind of weapons off the black web, like you know what I mean. He was doing
yeah,
stuff that definitely Obadiah would do, but just wasn't
yeah.
sure.
I I will say there was not much that surprised me in this show. Like there was a lot of it I clocked for some reason.
Mm,
So yeah, like if he wasn't Obadiah's son, I would have been surprised, but
yeah,
that was my immediate like, oh, that's Obadiah's son.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
that was a good reveal. Which he is also an actual character. He's pretty. I would say he's pretty new. 2008.
I feel like I've heard the name Zeke Stain.
Yeah, he's a pretty newer character. Yeah, I did not see that coming at all.
But yeah, and one question that I had, so whenever John was putting tattoos
On his body, yeah.
Yeah,
on
I I didn't know. I didn't know. Talking about when he's putting the tattoos on body, like what he's doing.
yeah,
Yeah, I didn't know what he's doing that before at first.
I didn't know if it was like marking what has happened to him, or because I couldn't think that there's no way that makes it feel better or stops it.
yeah, I thought maybe are you just covering it up?
That's what I
Right,
thought. I thought he was trying to cover up what was ever going on.
right.
Yeah, but I wasn't sure what the deal was there.
Same. Because yeah, even at the end when he was doing this, I was like, "What is going on?" So yeah.
But so yeah, the Zeke Stain thing was a good reveal. Like I did like
Hmm.
that. Whenever and they kept like faking us out a little bit. Like whenever they came and said, "Hey, Stewart is dead," she was like, I think she thought it was something else. And then later, whenever her mom is like, "Yeah, your dead coworker,"
Oh, yeah, that's right.
my
Yeah,
what?
yeah,
So
that was
yeah.
good.
Um, but yeah, this episode was heavy. And because this show was set up in 3 episode chunks, like this was like a very mid-season uh
Finale. Yeah,
yeah, like there was this episode was pretty heavy,
yeah, it was.
especially if you watched it and then had to wait for 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she borrows the biomesh and I did y'all know that this was not going to go well?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as she was like, don't lose it," or not, something like that, I was like,
Yeah.
damn, she
He
gonna do
said,
it.
"Yeah, don't drop it because that will tie it to me." I was like, "Well,
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
there's that."
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's our villain.
And
Yeah.
as soon as she dropped, I was like, this bitch.
I would she was pissing me off
Yeah.
because I was like, you see the alarm. Like you see the little sensor. Like that's
Yeah.
like this is all your fucking fault.
Yeah. And that's why I never, like, even when homie was going afterwards, it's like, yeah, as he should.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You ruined
whatever
his
John
life.
was going after, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
You ruined his life.
I was like, I hope John gives you a German suplex.
Exactly. Yeah.
I really do. I know that you're going to walk away from this and he probably won't because
Yeah.
there's no way that he lives
No.
and because if he lives, he's going to yeah. Like there's no way he walks out of here.
Right.
So yeah, whenever she did set off the alarm, I was like, yeah, John's going to die.
Yeah.
Like that was again something I clocked. Yeah, whenever she leaves the biomesh, I was like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Um I knew that Natalie would get her out. Um
You
yeah,
know who else did a really good job? Who I really liked? The girl who played Clown.
I really liked Clown.
Yeah. I like
Yeah,
her too.
she
She
was
was
Like
great.
good. Yeah,
in the squad, Clown was probably my favorite.
Yeah.
agreed. Like, yeah, she was good.
And I
She
mean
was
that's not a high bar, but
good.
I I liked Clown.
Yeah. I liked her too.
Because she was funny, she was realistic. Like she felt like somebody other than, the explosives expert part.
Yeah.
But yeah, they are successful. Like we see is this the first time we see him actually turn invisible? I want to say it is.
I want to say it is too.
Maybe. Now I don't remember.
But yeah, but that heirloom dude, he was like, "Yeah, hell no, I'm not signing."
Yeah.
Yeah, he's about that life.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
was trying to ante up. Like,
I'm gonna die for mine.
yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, but the alarm goes off and he's ready to die. Like I'm surprised that he signed since the alarm was going off
Right.
and the carbon dioxide was like filling. I was like, "Oh, yeah, we're going to die now." So, ain't no need in
Hmm.
signing. What? But he ended up signing.
Yeah.
And Riri does get a piece of the cloak. So, at least there's that.
That was low key stressful. I was like, damn.
It was very stressful.
Yeah.
Oh,
But again,
I'm gonna
she
be
set
honest.
off the alarm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought she was not going to get it, and I was like, good.
I wouldn't. Yeah. Like they did it at the very end, and she was like shocked that she got it.
Yeah. But again, the alarm went off. Because
Yeah.
I thought that either she doesn't get it or she gets it and the alarm goes off.
Yeah.
And yeah, whenever she was able to get it, but at the cost of the alarm going off, I was like, okay. And then, yeah, unfortunately, depending on who you ask, John dies.
Tough.
And yeah, the the hood is about to like give up. Like he's about to be done with the hood. And then, because he's like, why would you do this to me? Why would you take from me the only person
Right.
who ever cared about me?
Hmm.
And then, yeah, like he sees the vision of John just being choked out.
Yeah.
And Ironheart appears and he's like, Huh.
Try to kill her.
And I think this is the first time Riri admits that she's not okay.
That's
Oh,
true.
bro,
Yeah.
she's going through it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
She was going through it.
going through it.
Her mental is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it should be.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is because, she keeps saying, I'm fine. Don't
Yep.
worry about it. Lying, but yeah, this is the first time she's like, are you okay? No. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of panic attacks in this show.
Oh
Man.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
A
a lot
lot.
of panic attacks. But okay. Episode 4, Bad Magic. We open in a flashback with John and Parker robbing a fancy mansion. In today time, Riri is analyzing a piece of the cloak that she got, and she isn't able to figure anything out. Riri goes to Zeke's house, and he has been arrested because his biomesh was tracked back to him, or traced back to him. Riri gives her mother and Xavier special watches for protection, and Riri asks her mom for some magic help. They go see Madeline, who was a student of Camartage, and her daughter Zelma. They discover that the cloak is from the Dark Dimension, and Riri has a fight with her mom. The Hood pays Zeke a visit and offers him a job. Riri then tries to destroy the cloak and ends up having a panic attack. Zeke takes the job, and Natalie brings Xavier to Riri to help her come out of the panic attack. Xavier is disgusted by Natalie and tells Riri to delete her. Natalie runs away, and Zeke is outfitted with mechanical upgrades.
Yes, sir.
I loved this episode.
Yeah, this was good. The
I thought
pacing
this
was crazy. It was
yeah,
good.
I thought this was a great episode.
Mm-hmm.
So we open with John and Parker in a flashback. They're, robbing a mansion, and it's like, hey, we need to split up. How will I find you? I'm never far behind. So we're seeing
Yeah.
the relationship that they have, which needs to be well established because, he lost his day one.
Yeah.
And they're, kind of having a meeting about the next job, and you can tell that the Hood is like Riri clocks it immediately too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that boy crashing out.
Yeah, Riri's like, oh, it's only a matter of time before he comes. So, like, she knows.
Yeah.
She knows that he knows. Yeah. So she was able to get a piece of the cloak. She starts analyzing it, and she's like, I don't know what the fuck this is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whatever it is, it's not Pym Tech. It's like she doesn't know. Because one of the
Yeah, she
things
literally went down the whole list. Yeah.
one of the things she says earlier in the movie, whenever she's like, hey, how does your hood work? And then she starts listing off stuff. And he's like, it's magic. And she's like, that's code for I don't know.
Yeah. Thanks.
And I wanted to be like, Riri, in this world, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, because at this point, like Tony Stark,
Doctor Strange.
Captain America, Doctor Strange, like all of them have been around for a while. You're literally. Oh no, she's in Chicago. But I was like,
And that's the thing,
I'm
like,
sure you saw on the news
with
all this.
with Tony Stark, with Captain America, like that's tech. Like you can explain that with science. Thor? That's fucking magic.
Mm-hmm.
Like she was old enough to see him on the news with the attack of New York.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like with Thor, and the snap, the blip, like science can't explain that shit.
Right.
Right.
You saw people get dusted right in front of you.
Yeah. I understand that you're a tech genius. I understand that you went to Wakanda for a little bit. You saw fucking water people.
Yeah.
You saw a
facts,
man
like-
with wings on his feet
Right.
destroy Wakanda. And you gonna say
Easy.
magic is just code for shut the fuck up. But I'm also Riri been pissing me off. This is the episode where I was like, Riri, you about to get the shit slapped out you.
Yeah, she was talking crazy.
Yeah, like because when the way she was talking to her mom, I was like, her mom, you have to put your hands on her. You have to.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
to put your hands on her because what are we doing?
Right.
I think her name was Ronnie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like, Ronnie, please put your hands on her.
Yeah. She seemed like the cool mom. Cool mom that can pipe up on you a little bit, but still cool.
She was trying to be like
Yeah.
she was trying to keep her cool, but whenever the fact that hold on, let's get there. So Riri goes to Zeke's house and he's being arrested. And whenever he's like, "Where's Joe?" "You mean Ezekiel Stain?"
Yeah.
And then she sees on the news that he's getting arrested, and she's like, "Oh shit, that's
Yeah.
absolutely my fault."
Mhm.
So
Felt so
she,
bad for Joe.
yeah, so she goes to see him, and he's like, "We're fucking done.
Yeah.
Like, I told you, I trusted you.
One thing.
Yes, you had one job,
Mm-hmm.
and okay, we're done."
Yeah.
And so Riri, she gives her mom and Xavier these watches, which we're pretty sure we know what those are for. Because
Yeah.
whenever she said never take it off, I was like, "Oh yeah, that's a
Yeah,
protection watch."
Yeah.
She's stressed out. She don't know where the hood gonna pop up at.
Stress the fuck out because she's like, it's a matter of time. I know he's coming for me. And so she goes to her mom and is like, "Hey, crystals and shit, right?" And so she's like, "Oh yeah, let me take you to my friend." And yeah, whenever Zelma was like, "Hey, mom, so sorry,"
Yeah.
and then she flips it. And again, the dialogue was so good because her mom was like, "Oh, you just throwing around words like alternate dimensions, and we're supposed to be cool with that." Like,
Yeah.
I was like, "Yes,
Yeah.
this is the dialogue I want."
Yeah.
Like, it was
really
perfect.
Which is funny because Zelma is another character. I had no idea who she was, but she is another character who is pretty brand new too. Only created in 2015 by another great artist. I mean, not artist, another great writer, Jason Aaron.
good.
Who's yeah, he has some amazing stories. But yeah, she's a whole nother character too,
That's
and she's
dope.
Uh,
part of like the Strange Academy.
Cree Summers was a perfect casting.
Yeah, she's good.
I I mean, Cree Summers can do whatever she wants, but like she fits so well in this role.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you look at the character of the Zelma, like in the comics, she looks just like her, which is
Really.
crazy. Yeah, she looks just like
Good.
her.
I'm glad.
There.
I love an accurate casting.
Yeah. I feel like the cast in general was just overall was great. The mom was good. Like that whole scene in that place was funny. Like that was
Yeah.
good stuff.
Let me tell you, whenever like she discovered it was from the dark dimension and Madeline turned the room back around, it was like, "You
Yeah.
have to leave." She had a shut the fuck up spell for Zelma.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. Like every Zelma would start talking, she put that finger up and you'd hear a whoosh. Like she had a shut the fuck up spell. And I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, so she's like, it's natural, which means it was created, not
hmm
like it was created wherever it exists. And then, yeah, like whenever she read the tea leaves and splashed it, and she was like, "Why does it look like that?" Yeah, she was like, "Get the fuck out."
Yeah. He's like, no, we're not doing that here.
Yeah,
You're about to-
leave right now.
Yeah.
And then yeah, Riri's just, talking business, and her mom is like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
And she gives her the whole list. Like a full list, and then Riri had the audacity to say, "This is why I don't tell you shit. You got me fucked up." I was like, "Ronnie, choke her ass out
Yeah.
right now on the street."
Yeah.
But there was some trauma associated because she was like, "Why don't you trust me? You trusted Gary, but you don't trust me." And I was like, "God damn it."
Yeah.
And then again, the audacity. She called her suit, and Ronnie was like, "You better not get in that suit." And she said, "Or what?
Bro.
I ain't gonna lie, that Orwell was tough.
I will
Tough.
choke the shit out you in the street right now."
You're gonna be trying to choke this metal machine because I ain't gonna feel it.
Yeah. She walked backwards, just like, or what? Got in her suit. I was like, oh,
I would have
you
snatched her ass out that suit. Yeah, like you're gonna have this suit
grocery
fight me.
snatch.
I would have
Yeah.
changed locks on the door. Like, yeah, you better blow a hole through this door because you ain't getting in any other
Yeah.
way.
You got me fucked up.
Yeah. You grown now? Okay, we'll see.
Because one of the
Yeah.
things that was funny was whenever Natalie was like, "Lock the door," and she was like, "Lock doors in
Right.
this house? I don't pay bills here."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was funny. Yeah. She's
Again,
like, no,
like,
we don't lock
yeah.
doors around here.
Yeah, my mama said we don't lock doors for people who don't pay bills, and I was like, "Correct."
Yeah, that's
Again,
100%.
the dialogue across the show was excellent, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like there were little moments like that where I was like, "Yeah, whoever was writing, like
Yeah.
they consulted the right people."
hmm That was
Also-
That's that Ryan Coogler.
Also, whoever was on hair was cooking.
yeah.
I think we're used to Tyler Perry and whoever be on hair at the Tyler Perry studio, other than Medea. Medea's bust downs be fire.
Yeah.
Everybody else's hair is trash in Tyler Perry productions. And we saw Mordo's shit.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
sheesh.
that was atrocious.
So yeah, whoever was on hair for this show, go ahead and give them the Emmy.
Yeah, they were in Chicago too, so they pulled up.
Yeah, go ahead and give them the Emmy.
One thing we didn't mention.
All of Riri's hairstyles were good.
They
She
were.
had several.
She did.
One thing we didn't mention. I mean, he wasn't like a super big deal, but like the little boy was kind of funny too.
He was
He
good.
was.
Yeah.
He
Again,
was.
I don't think anyone was cast badly.
Yeah.
There are a couple people that I didn't care, but there wasn't anybody that I was like, "Oh, I don't like that." I think everybody was either, they exist or they did a really good job.
Yeah.
Like
Also,
again, oh, good.
no, just a moment. Like Spencer talked about getting pissed off. Backtracking here a little bit, but episode 1, when they're in that conference room with the MIT and that white principal or whatever,
Yeah,
dean,
that professor.
Yeah, he said something crazy to Riri, bruh. I was like, you better be glad it's early in this show, because I wanted to cuss him out with the swiftness. Because him and the other lady, the counselor's having a very heart-to-heart talk, like serious. Let's figure this out, and he's just like, "Man, get your ass out of here." You know what I mean? Like,
And I think that was his role. Like,
yeah, 100%. But
he was
like,
supposed to be the disgruntled white guy.
yeah, I was like, nah, I know way too many of them. Like, relax.
Oh yeah.
But I did think I liked the little pump fake they did. They tried to throw you down a little rabbit hole, throwing a Dormammu name out there.
Yes, they did, and we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah. They was trying to get you in a rabbit hole, which I knew was a carrot to make you go one way when it's the other, but I still was like, let's go down this, let's see what happens.
Yeah, because they mentioned Caecilius and Dormammu.
Yeah,
they
like
do.
When they drop Caecilius, that happens in this next episode, so we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
So before that happens, we see Xavier meet Natalie.
Yeah.
And he was like, "This is an abomination.
Absolutely.
I'm horrified." And I gotta say, yes, that's
I agree.
the right
100%.
reaction.
100%.
That is the right reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Because Riri, of course, it's a situation where, yes, she is starting to come around, but also it feels like she just always wants to be on the opposite side.
Yeah.
Because now she's like, well, what was I supposed to do? She's my best friend. You weren't saying that shit a second ago.
Thank you. You was literally telling her.
It's growing on her.
I mean, okay, but you can't be mad when someone brings up the points you already brung up.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
It's like,
so yeah, when he was like, "I'm disgusted, you need to delete her," I was like, "Yep."
Yeah. 100%.
Because again, it's not only that she is, a manifestation of your favorite dead person in the past, but she has, and this is going to sound terrible, she got way too much fucking personality to be an AI.
Yeah, 100%.
Like
too much talking back on.
Yeah, you talking back way too. You need to do what the fuck I told you to do. That is what I made you for. I don't need you saying no to me. I don't need you popping up when I don't need. You need to do what the fuck I said when I said it. That is what you are here to do. You are a digital assistant. But for you to just be making up your own rules and showing up whenever,
shocking people.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, nah.
You got scared when you saw a cop with a gun. Absolutely not.
Yeah. Scary, yeah.
So yeah, we're not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you existing, whatever, that's fine. But you can't be we can't work together. This is not a professional relationship. If you're not gonna do what the fuck I said.
Yeah, if you get scared by a cop, how are we gonna fight Dormammu and
yeah? What are we gonna do?
Yeah,
I can't have you free. No,
streets of Chicago.
This
ain't the only gun you don't see.
That is not an option. You know who got guns? That nigga with the cloak.
Yeah, they gonna up that thing on you.
Oh, okay.
And it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not doing
As
that.
soon as I see too many dudes with dreads, I'm like, yo, hey,
Bruh.
let's go ahead and turn around here.
It just loves so. Come on, man. You telling me pool dudes ain't gonna pull up with that on? Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, you start hearing the drill music, you're like, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
exactly.
So yeah, no, we're not. I mean, for a lot of reasons, but the defiance is why I'm like, absolutely not. Like
Yeah,
you can't be my AI. That's not. I don't. No, we're not doing that.
yeah.
However, it does fit Riri's character.
It does. It
But
does.
again, absolutely not. So, episode 5, Karma's a glitch. We open with Natalie in the suit getting snatched. Riri is at White Castle and with Zelma, who tells her about Dormammu. The gang shows up to kill Riri. Round 1, the sisters. Riri wins. Round 2, Clown. Riri wins. And tells Clown that Stuart was murdered by John. Slug is like, hell no, and leaves. And in the final round, it's Zeke.
Hmm.
He beats her ass, destroys her suit, but lets her live. Riri finally lets her mom help her, and they go to the garage and relive some positive memories. Zeke and Clown lie to the Hood and tell him that Riri is dead. The Hood fires everybody after Clown asks about him killing Stuart, and the Riri Scott works on rebuilding Riri's suit. The Hood lets Zeke know that his enhancements came with total control of his body, and they break into the Hood's dad's house. He makes his dad sign over everything and kicks him out of the mansion. Riri gets her suit rebuilt, and Zelma puts some magic on it, but that ends up deleting Natalie.
Mm.
So, episode 5, also a very good episode.
Very good. Very good pace. Very good. Like, yeah, a lot of action. And
I
also,
will say, like, this
yeah,
episode is when I was like, okay, so the Blood Sisters are fucking useless. Cool.
yeah, that's true.
Like, this is the episode where I was like, so when you were like, this is your muscle?
Yeah,
Really? This is the episode where I was like, this is your muscle?
yeah,
Because Riri's not, like, without a suit, like, she's not,
yeah.
no,
She's not. And she was just like doing like simple, like kitty,
easy. Yeah.
like, yeah, kitty type escape routes and just whooping up on them.
Yeah.
They was pretty trash.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we see Natalie, living through a memory, and then, yeah, she gets fucking harpooned and snatched up, and we see that Riri is at White Castle with Zelma, and Zelma's like, it's Dormammu. She uses Caecilius as a point of reference for the Hood, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Because she said, he was, a Dormammu stan, and then he started getting, markings on him, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I was like,
bring him back Dormammu. All right.
yeah. Well, I was like, is the hood Caecilius' hood? And I was like, what did Caecilius have on in that movie? I was like, did he get the hood from him? Like at this point, like I still don't know where he got the hood from.
Because
Mm.
yeah, like I don't remember because I just remember the cloak of levitation being in there, but I was like, the cloak of levitation was in there, so the Hood may have also been in there, and we
Yeah.
just didn't
Look
see it.
around. Yeah.
So yeah, like that they may have taken us all the way back to Kamartaj.
I'm a tosh.
But yeah, so she brings up Dormammu, and yes, that was a good like lead
Yeah.
that they did there.
Hmm.
So the gang shows up and they're like, hey, White Castle's closed, and then somebody gets his head knocked against the table, and yeah, if I'm him, no, we gotta fight now.
I'm joining in.
Yeah, like if you beat my ass, that's one thing, but you're not just gonna hit my head on a table and I do nothing. So yeah, you have to catch something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Earn this one.
And then Zelma's like, are you good?
Yeah.
And Ruby's like, I mean, yeah, I'll be fine. Which is just some more Riri. Yeah. But at this point, I'm like, yeah, I fucked with Zelma. And
Same.
I hope we see more of her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hope so too.
And honestly, like, from the moment she was on screen, I fucked with Zelma. Like,
Same.
whenever they showed up at the candy shop or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, yeah, give Zelma some more minutes.
Yeah. I feel like in this world, that candy shop should be like a frequent
Yeah.
place they go. You know,
Everybody
what I mean?
should be in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so Riri ends up fighting the sisters and she outsmarts them with her watch. Cool. Clown shows up, and Clown isn't really able to get a lot done,
Right.
but she does tell, or Riri does tell Clown, hey, Stewart got killed by Hood, just so you know. And she gets her suit, and Slug is driving toward her, and Slug is like, nope, and just leaves. And I was like, Slug, that was the right choice,
Yeah,
honestly.
100%. Yeah.
Um, and so then she's flying away, and then she gets zapped, and then it's Zeke, and yeah, he's like, "You like my new situation?" And she was like, "What did you do to yourself?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, you care about him."
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, he's rotting away in prison. No big deal.
Yeah,
She
she
really
said
come
she
with
was gonna
that
get
one.
him out,
I
but
mean,
yeah,
Bro,
but no,
he got
yes, like
you got a
she
whole suit and you let that man just sit in there.
again, like she fucked that all the way up.
Yeah.
Like that was 100% like the fact that the alarm went off, the fact that John did all that,
Yep.
like poor execution.
Yeah.
But he beat her ass.
He did.
Like it was not
Breaking
good.
breaking all the pieces, like throwing them
I will
around
say,
like damn.
I was like, I'm glad that the only person in the show with electric powers is the dude who's not black.
Ah, yeah.
I thought that was a
there's
fun twist.
Yeah.
a lot of opportunities right there for the black electric character, huh?
Yeah. And I was like, I'm glad they went clear in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Um, so he does let her live because, he's not a terrible guy.
Yeah.
So he's like, hey, you need to leave Chicago.
Yep.
That period. Like, get out of town and everything will be cool. So, Riri finally actually asks her mom for help, and they go to the garage. She reveals that she still has the car. They live through some positive memories, and then the Hood is like, "So she's dead, right?" And Zeke is like, "Yeah, she's dead. I killed her." And the Hood is like, "I don't believe you."
Right.
Yeah,
And
it's like you're gonna tell a story, you gotta have some drama to it.
yeah, you got to make
Right.
it believable. But
Yeah.
he could tell he did. Yeah. So Clown is like, yeah, she's dead. Tells a story and then goes to Slug and is like, hey, I need you to pull an autopsy for me.
Yeah.
So that happens. And Slug is like, what the fuck is this?
Mm-hmm.
Did you kill Stewart? And the Hood starts choking out Slug. And yeah,
He
I was like,
snatched Slug up, bro.
real quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Snatch Slug up. And because while the Hood is being accused, he starts hearing the whispers.
Yeah. I love
And
the way they did the effects, by the way, for this entire hood-ish thing. Yeah, we'll talk about the later effects, but like just
yeah,
the growing like voices randomly, the like all that stuff I love.
yeah. I agree.
At this point, do y'all still not know who gave him the hood?
I mean, I
Like,
knew.
is the big so I'm talking is the big reveal on the last episode. Did y'all know he was gonna be in the show?
Mm.
Oh damn. I didn't know that. I did not
I
know that.
mean, only because
So
I am I look at there's certain accounts I follow that unfortunately post that stuff that I can't avoid. But yeah,
Oh yeah, I had no
I would
idea.
say that's on you because I thought we were still going Dormammu. Now I will say, actually, I'll say it whenever we get there. But yeah. So yeah, he fires everybody. Everybody leaves. Rebuilds her suit. And whenever um yeah, Zeke tries to you know go back home
hmm
and do some stuff. And I like that the Hood just pulled up in a car.
yeah,
It's just like, hey, buddy.
yeah, control you.
Yeah, just so you know, all of your powers are directly tied to me. So get in the car. We got things
Yep.
to do. We got places to be.
hmm
Yeah, your enhancements. Yeah, they absolutely. Because whenever he was like, Riri also said no to being on the team, and then I convinced her.
Yeah,
But yeah, he should have known that they would come with stipulations.
bro. That's why I'm like, bro. As soon as you walked out that cell, you should have known.
You should have known.
Yeah,
But anyway. And the Hood kept bringing up, like, you people would be nothing without me.
Mm-hmm.
Now, whenever he goes and, robs the house and then we see the dude he's robbing, I was like, oh, that's his dad.
Oh, 100%
Like,
I
the
knew.
moment I saw that man, I was like,
Yeah,
yeah, I know that is.
that's your daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was well cast.
Yeah, he was.
I was like,
Jor-
where they find this nigga with freckles?
Jordan, did you know?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was like, damn, that's his pops.
Yeah, and it was confirmed whenever he said,
Good to see you again, or something like that.
oh, for me, it was, what have you done to yourself?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Like, or yeah, that's when I was like, oh, that's absolutely your dad.
Yeah.
But I knew it before, but they weren't saying it, but it
Mm-hmm.
was evident.
Right. Which
But
I like, because some scripts, I feel like some writers would have been like, Father,
yeah,
what did you, you know what I mean? Very like heavy-handed,
yeah,
you know?
they wouldn't have let it be a reveal.
Yeah, my boy, what have you done? You know what I mean?
But yeah, and then they get some story. He was like, you abandoned me when I was 12, and he was like, it was business.
Bro, that was ruthless.
Ruthless.
He was like,
But
what did he
then,
say? I didn't like you anyway, or something like,
yeah.
yeah,
He said basically that, something like that.
yeah,
and then we see when he says that, we see flashbacks of the Hood saying that same thing.
yeah,
So, that trauma being passed down, and yeah. So, yeah, he was like, all right, sign this. And honestly, whenever his dad said, you're gonna have to kill me,
yeah.
I'm not signing over a goddamn thing. I wanted him to mean that.
Yeah, I agree. Like he should have,
He should have
I mean,
shot him.
he should have shot him. I mean, to be honest.
Or his dad shouldn't have signed.
Yeah.
Like that's how, like, his dad should have refused to sign and then got shot. It,
Yeah.
that's what I thought should have happened.
I
I
thought
don't
we were
think.
getting
Yeah, I still don't. Yeah, I mean, he didn't have it in him to do it. I feel like.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought we were getting a Lex Luthor, you know what I mean, type of situation. All right to the
Whoops.
head. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so or he was gonna make fucking Zeke do it.
Yeah. Prove
But
himself.
yeah, which Zeke was on voice command, like he wouldn't have been able to not do it.
All right.
But whenever they finish Riri's suit and Zelma says magic always comes with a price, I knew what time it was.
Okay.
Like whenever she said there's like magic always there's always an exchange.
Yeah.
I like whatever wording she used, I was like, oh, Natalie dies when she infuses the suit with magic.
Mm-hmm.
Like Natalie's not gonna make it out of that.
Yeah.
And then yeah, that's exactly what happened. And I was like, well, there it is.
I thought it was gonna
That's
be something where it comes back to bite her. Well, I
yeah,
mean, it
same.
did, but I thought it was gonna be like not like that though.
You
I
didn't think it
didn't
was
think
gonna
it'd
be
be
immediate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I knew that Natalie was going to not like I knew that Natalie was gonna be purged in some form.
Which makes sense. I mean, it's hard to merge those two things, magic and tech, together. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But and again, I only knew that because Zelma said magic has a cost.
Yeah.
And so if it had been something else, I'd been like, oh, but whenever she said that, my assumption was like, oh, that's gonna happen, and then Natalie's not gonna make it through, or something's gonna happen to Natalie. I don't know if
Yeah.
Natalie's gonna be gone completely, but Natalie is not gonna be the same after the magic, based on
Yeah.
that comment. So, episode 6, The Past is the Past. We open in a flashback. Parker is trying to rob his dad, and he is visited by Mephisto. Parker makes a deal and is given the cloak. In today time, Zeke tries to attack the Hood, but he can't. Riri tries to get Natalie back, but she can't. She figures the only way to do it is with the cloak. So the Hood summons Mephisto and accuses him of not honoring their deal. And Mephisto tells him if he holds on to the cloak, then, he could give him, sprinkle of a little more power.
Mm-hmm.
Riri fights Zeke and she is able to reset him. Riri and the Hood have their fight and the Hood starts winning, but Riri uses a shadow clone jutsu and strips him of the cloak. So now the Hood is no longer the Hood, but he is just Parker. Riri meets Mephisto and mistakes him for Dormammu. He properly introduces himself and makes her a deal. She makes sure that the deal is for her alone and that no one else will, be affected by it. She hugs Natalie, who is now alive again, and scales start to climb Riri's arm, signaling that she did take the deal. After some credits, Parker goes to see Zelma and asks for big magic.
Bro. I mean, I don't know if this is jumping ahead, but I did not know if she took the deal or if she didn't take the deal. Like that one
That's
had me on my seat.
Yes, let's talk about it. So, first, let's just talk about the episode. The moment I saw Sacha Baron Cohen, I was like, that's Mephisto. Like, he didn't need to introduce himself. He didn't tell me he was Mephisto. I said that's Mephisto because I was like, that is the perfect casting for Mephisto. It
I
was
think I
like,
started questioning anything. I was like, is that Mephisto? Like, I was like, kind of looked like he could be. It was like his facial hair was on there.
I was like, it has to be Mephisto. And for them to bring Mephisto in this show was a choice.
It was an interesting choice, changing Riri's character for sure.
But
Yeah.
I think that this was, an attempt because, we got to make everything important. We got to make everything relevant. We got to bring an audience to all of the things.
Yeah.
So for this to be Mephisto's introduction, I think was really a move to make this show matter more than they thought it would have without him.
I think that's true. Honestly, I think they didn't trust the character Mephisto with anybody other than Ryan Coogler. Like they knew, all right, if we're gonna pull this trigger with if we're gonna pull the Mephisto card, who's been rumored since literally
The first show.
WandaVision, you know what I'm saying? Like literally that point, and nobody's gotten it. And honestly, this is a hard character to get right. I'm sure they were like, all right, who can we trust?
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Coogler. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that's probably a better take. I didn't think about it from the Ryan Coogler end. I thought about it more on the negative side. Like they didn't think that Riri's show would be successful unless they did something, unless they brought in something crazy.
Right.
To draw an audience. Because if people hear that Mephisto's in the show, then that will make people watch it.
Which will.
It really just made people mad though. Well, a certain segment of the population mad.
Oh, of course. But yeah, like I thought that's what it was. Like I thought that because again, they got to make everything important, they got to make everything relevant, they got to bring everything, they have to make everything matter. And I know that there are a lot of people that Mephisto would draw them to the show because we know he's going to be in the future. We know that he's a big deal. Yeah. And, I'm somebody, I got to see this to be able to use context later.
Yeah.
So we see the flashback where, Parker is trying to escape and Mephisto meets him. And one of the things Mephisto says to him, he said, what's in it for you? And he said, something you won't even miss. I was like, oh, steal your soul.
It's a bar.
Yeah. Give me your soul.
Yeah,
you know what that means.
Yeah, that's when I really knew, yeah.
And one of the things, the effects from Mephisto were perfect.
Amazing.
All the voice distortion and all that. But one of the things that like was really powerful to me were those moments where Mephisto would be talking, but you would not see him talking. Like he would just be doing like an ominous smirk.
Yeah.
But he'd be still talking in the background. I'm like, oh, yeah, that was chilling for some reason. Like, I don't understand why that was so effective.
Because you don't see that. You just don't. You never see that. You never see the big bad talking, and then the antagonist is like, because Riri was like in her mind thinking of other stuff, and then she looks over and focuses again, and he's like smirking. I'm just like, whoa.
Like he's not talking, but he's talking. Yeah. So they're just showing him responding to himself.
Yeah.
Like I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
I love it. And they would distort his voice at the perfect times because it wasn't at all times.
Nope.
It was
Yeah.
in specific moments
Perfect.
that they would throw in the
It was like an
the extra.
emphasis.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like if it was on paper, like you'd know when the text was red versus when the text was black. Like there was red text
Right.
on the page. But yeah, so we see him make the deal with Parker, which is of course how he got the hood, and we see that Riri pulls up and she's got to fight Zeke first, and she says to him like, I'm seeing a voice command, like you have a virus. I'm seeing a voice command in there. We can reset that for you,
Kind of
and
kick
then
you in the nuts though.
yeah, and she does. And one thing that I like that Zeke says is, "You go ahead and handle him, but we're not done."
Yeah.
Right.
I was like, "Yes, that's exactly how that conversation should have gone." Like
Yeah.
again, the writing, I felt safe.
Yeah.
So, Riri is spending a lot of time trying to get Natalie back before this happens. So she, keeps attaching the things. It's not working, and then this is when Riri's like, "Hey, I gotta go get this hood because it will give me what I need." So I love y'all. I'll be back. Like she does a very genuine. I know I don't show it all the time, but I really appreciate everybody.
That was dope. I like that.
Yeah. And again, she's been pissing me off all season, but I was like, all right, thanks. So, um, she's fighting Zeke and she kicks him in the nuts, resets him. He's like, hey, we're not done. And then she goes up and fights the hood because we also see that whenever the hood is like, hey, Mephisto, nigga, I know you hear me. And Mephisto's like, you better watch who the fuck you talking
Yeah,
to.
watch your tone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
it was like an OG.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was so funny. He was like, why are you more British now?
Yeah.
And I
That
thought, go ahead.
yeah. No. I like the play. I thought they do it opposite because usually like the whole like British is kind of like make you feel comfortable, make you feel at ease a little bit, but then they did flipped it. You know what I mean?
I think it's the opposite. Usually villains are British.
That's true. Yeah.
Like Disney loves a British villain.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, like whenever he was, making deals, shaking babies, kissing hands, sounded more he sounded less British.
Right.
But then whenever he was himself, he was real British.
Yeah.
Um but yeah, yeah, the hood got sunned
Yeah. They did.
like quickly. Because yeah, like he opened with a who the fuck is you talking to like that? You better lower your motherfucking voice when you
And
talk
then
to me.
and then he was like, "Man, I'm busy. I got other clients.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I
got
got
shit.
other
Yeah,
stuff
I
to
got
deal
shit
with."
going on,
Yeah.
but I'm here. What?
Right. And when he said that, I was like, "Oh,
Dude, and that's the thing. Like, there's so many now that they open up like the supernatural box.
yeah,
It's like there's so much that they can continue doing with the supernatural stuff.
I was hoping that Mephisto would come up before the next like actual Doctor Strange movie. Um, just because we see, I know that that's probably going to be Dormammu, but we see Clea show up and his third eye open and all that. So I was like, I hope I hope Mephisto exists
yeah,
before we get there.
yeah,
Because if they were going to introduce him, like that's where I would have assumed it would be. But yeah, to introduce him in a show, I'm like, okay. And again, I think Sacha Baron Cohen was perfect.
I mean, he
yeah."
looked good.
He
I
looked great. He played it perfectly because
yeah,
Mephisto is not the mean. He's not Thanos. Like he's not the mean stoic guy. Like he's laughing, joking. Like I remember in comics, like he was playing cards with Doctor Strange in Las Vegas. Like he's one of those guys. So he has to be believable to be the scary guy, but also can throw a couple jokes in there, make you laugh a little bit.
yeah. He's got to be able to do it all. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I agree. He's got to be able to make you comfortable, but make you uncomfortable.
Right. Right.
Um, so yeah, I think Sacha Baron Cohen was a great choice. And again, I knew he was Mephisto when I saw him because I was like, that's perfect.
Yep.
So, yeah, we see that Mephisto says to him like, "Hey, I'll think about giving you a little more power if you hold on to the hood for me."
Right.
And he does, because whenever Mephisto and Riri are fighting, which is a very brief fight, and I'm okay with that. I didn't need to see
Same.
them.
Same. I was praying we didn't get some long CGI fight.
Yeah. I was worried because the fight scene that we ended up getting in Secret Invasion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, I was like, please don't let it be that bullshit.
Yeah.
I
Because
think
with
what
Matt,
happens after the fight is more important than the fight itself.
Which is
yes,
good. Usually a good thing. Yeah.
I will say, whenever I saw that the runtime was 41 minutes and the episode before this one was 52 minutes, I was like, okay, they're not going to spend too much time on the fight,
Yeah.
and that's
Sure.
that's what I need. Um,
I will say, and so fight was great. I honestly thought the hood was cooked. I thought it was a wrap.
you thought he
I thought
died?
I thought as soon as she walked out of that room with the hood, I thought
You thought he was
Mephisto was
done?
about to put in work. Yeah.
Oh, you thought from okay?
Yeah, I
Because
thought because it's like I told you to hold on to that thing. You now don't have the
Oh, see,
thing.
I took it as like he know he's not gonna be able to hang on to it.
Yeah. I
yeah,
don't know. I thought he's like it's a
I
free
thought he
soul.
was yeah, like, I thought he was gonna die. Yeah, because he broke the deal.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, I thought he was gonna die because like he was tied to the hood, and because he doesn't have it anymore, like he's weak. He's in like
Yeah.
it was a life force situation.
Right.
Like the hood sucked the life out of him, so without it, he can't survive.
Right.
I thought it was going to be one of those situations, but yeah, it would have made more sense for Mephisto to be like, "I steal your soul," because that's the deal we made.
Yeah. Like I thought, and I will say, Mephisto did not need this because I thought he was playing excellently well, like really, really well. But it would have been kind of cool to be like, oh snap, there's consequences. He gave you a handshake deal, but if he would have murdered the hood, it would have been like, oh snap, like there's
Yeah, so that's
this
a good
dude's
point too.
yeah, this dude's no joke. Like this handshake deal, if it doesn't work out, he's going to take you out. You know what I'm saying?
I really, yeah. Now that we're talking about it, I really wish that we would have watched Mephisto take his soul out of
Exactly.
his body,
Yeah.
like a Reaper Death Seal.
Yeah.
Like
Exactly. Like we ain't got to do too expo. I was expecting lights go out. You see Mephisto come in and like in his like
in his
not true
real form. But
Yeah,
yeah,
like
like his
true form, a
red.
hint at it a little bit,
Yeah.
and then boom, he's done. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was that, yeah. Oh, yeah, that would have been great.
Yeah. I was
Like I'm
like, oh,
seeing it
it's
in
a
my head
wrap.
now. Yeah, like
Yeah, I was like,
he's crawling somewhere, and then you
yeah,
just see like a red guy in the background.
yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. I was like,
And
oh
you see
yeah.
him get dragged into the darkness.
He's
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like I was like, oh yeah, he got to Mephisto about to get
Yeah.
off. Like this is a free body right here.
Yeah. Steal your soul. Like
Yeah,
it's mine now.
yeah.
So wait, the deal though with Riri? Did y'all think what was y'all thinking at that moment? I didn't know what was going on.
Okay, so Mephisto meets her, and he's like, I've been looking for you. And
Yeah.
it's great because when the conversation started, he wasn't very British.
Yeah, exactly.
And then whenever she was like, so you're the one who gave him the cloak, then he was like, all right,
Yeah.
cards on the table.
You got me. Yeah.
Yeah, he gets real British.
Yeah.
And I was like, see, I like that shit.
I
Like,
loved the shitting on Dormammu. That was
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, she was like, so you're Dormammu, and he started like
Yeah, sorry.
Dormammu.
Yeah.
And when he
Like-
said he couldn't lick the shit from my asshole, I was like, is this rated PG-13? Is this TV-14? Because
Yeah.
that's ooh.
Yeah.
Like I don't
That's
think
tough.
you can say that.
Right.
There were a lot
But-
of S words dropped
Yeah.
in the show, but like when he said arsehole, I was
Right.
like, oh, I didn't think you could do that.
Yeah. I love that though, because it's like it compares him. Because we thought Dormammu was this big, powerful being, and now it's like, oh wow, he means nothing.
Yeah, Mephisto's a different tier.
Yeah, exactly. Like cosmic level. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, whenever he says, yeah, Dormammu ain't shit, he's like,
Yeah.
who are you then? I go by many names. Some
Yeah.
of them a little offensive, but You can
Yeah.
call me Mephisto.
Yeah.
Like, ooh.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was like, ooh, I was like, let's go.
Yeah. He was perfect, bro. Great
It was
cast.
excellent
Yeah.
cast. I like that he whenever he was talking to Parker, he kept calling him beautiful, and then at the end of the conversation, he was like, "You look like shit." It's like Jesus.
Yeah.
But and one thing, Mephisto during the conversation, I don't know if it's when they started talking or while they were talking, but like he was stirring coffee,
Yeah.
and that gave me Get Out vibes.
Mm.
I was like, "Oh, this is yeah, he's gonna control."
Yeah.
Ooh, ooh. Like that's why earlier she said it doesn't it influences.
Yeah.
So it slowly steals your mind from you. It leads you. Ooh, it's
Yeah.
ominous. Yeah, she said it doesn't control, it influences, or
Yeah.
something to that effect. And so, yes, Jordan, to your point, whenever they were showing, like flashing to her, you know, talking to Natalie and all that, and it was like Natalie's back, I was like, this is not real.
That's what I thought too.
Like I thought this is a dream because Mephisto says like I can make your wildest dreams come true. What do you want? And so I thought that they were just flashing to what her dream would be, and then
Hmm.
she was gonna decline
Yeah.
because she even says the past is the past.
Right.
Yeah,
So this is the one thing I did not think she was gonna take the deal.
I didn't either.
Like
I
that
didn't
that got
I
me.
didn't either. I didn't think we'd get to this mysterious point. I thought it was, you know, in her head, she's thinking of
That's
seeing
what I
Natalie.
thought. I thought this was all in her head or her thinking
Yeah, and
about
Same.
it.
I thought Natalie would be like, whoa, 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 don't, you know, how, like some people see
Yeah,
somebody, a dead person's like, whoa, you still got work to do or some stuff. I
yeah.
thought Natalie was gonna be like, whoa, whoa, whoa,
I
like no,
also
don't do it. You know,
Yeah, I thought similarly that
yeah,
yeah, like Natalie was gonna be her conscience that said,
exactly,
"Hey, you have to let me go."
exactly,
Like
100%.
I thought that was gonna be the conversation
Yeah,
was you got to let me go.
And
right,
boy, was we wrong.
boy,
Yeah, but yeah, when she said, "So you just want me?" I was like,
yeah,
"Oh shit!"
yeah. When she said that, I was like, ooh, nah,
I said,
we're
"Oh
cooked.
shit!"
Yeah, we're
Uh,
cooked.
and then yeah, whenever she gave her a hug, I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
"There's not a lot of runtime
Yeah,
left." And then we saw that shit climbing up her arm.
man,
I was like, that's how you end a motherfucking episode.
yeah, and
Like this
yeah,
there were stakes, there were consequences. Brandon,
yeah,
you and I have talked about this with Constantine. When
yeah,
magic gets involved, it's not clean.
not clean ever. You never walk away
There's
like you
always
walked in.
some mess.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like nobody walks away unscathed.
yeah,
And we see that this what I liked about this show was there were like shit happened.
yeah.
There were consequences.
Hmm.
And I probably should have been able to guess by the tone of the show that she would take it because we see Riri being real gray. We see her
Yeah,
make a lot of questionable decisions. They hint at it.
yeah, they do.
But I think that because this is her show, she's the hero, you don't expect her to make a deal with the devil.
Yeah, I
And when she did, I was like, I fucks with it.
yeah, I love it because it now opens up so much stuff you can do in the show or in a movie. It's like, okay, now she's gonna need help. Like she's gonna need help to get out of this. I
And
don't
that's the thing.
necessarily
Who
look
can help her?
exactly. So now
It's
we got
Mephisto.
right. You gotta go to Doctor Strange. Like there's nobody else.
And the thing is, I was already getting pissed off with her personality.
Hmm.
This is only going to make that worse.
Yeah, 100%. She's gonna
Like,
get irritable.
her
She's gonna
being
be
under the influence of Mephisto is going to make her unfucking bearable.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know how she's gonna get out of it.
yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna ask for help, I'm sure, and I'm hoping Zelma gets some more weight on her in the magic community. Zelma's
Yeah,
probably gonna have to be involved. Zelma might be the one who says, "Hey, we got to go to Comertage." We
yeah.
like
Wong,
Zelma's
we gotta talk to some folks.
And I'm what now that Zelma and Parker are cool, evidently. And let me say this about that. I was I was good with Anthony Ramos as the casting until the very last line. The
Oh,
very
he's like,
last line.
I'm
Oh,
big magic.
No, the whenever he said something to the effect of "Let's do some abracadabra,"
oh,
I was like garbage, trash. That's the Anthony Ramos I know. That's the nigga that can't act. That's the nigga who's the same in everything. Like if he didn't have that line,
yeah,
we would have been good.
yeah. That
That
was
one
bad.
line ruined it for me.
Yeah, and it's a writer's fault, but also he's not. We know
It
what
was
he is. It don't
it's the
matter.
delivery.
Yeah,
Like it was like he like drifted
abracadabra.
back into himself.
Yeah,
And I like it was that one line. I was like, I thank you for reminding me
yeah,
that you're the same.
yeah.
Because you had me.
He really did. He did a solid
Everything
job
yeah,
this season.
everything was good up until right. Yeah, without the hood, you're just Anthony Ramos. So yeah, I'm gonna need you to do something.
Uh, do we want to do the Mephisto teaching moment?
Yes, actually. Because we need to know about Mephisto.
Yes.
This is the first time we've seen him. We all know Mephisto,
Yep.
but let's talk about him.
Let's talk about Mr. Mephisto. Low-key, one of my favorite characters in the comics, just because he's so fun. All right. Mephisto is the cosmically powerful demon. Mephisto takes great pride in and power from corrupting souls. A hell lord of temptation, empowered by the souls of the damned, this demon strikes bargains with the living to collect residents for his hellish realm, using the notable names of Lucifer, Satan, and others. Mephisto has condemned many to his eternal service, or in some cases, blessed them with power. The character first appeared in Silver Surfer #3 in December 1968, and was created by Stan Lee and John Buscema, and based on Mephistopheles, I think, a demon character from a false legend who has sometimes been referred to as Mephisto. Mephisto in the comic books, Jordan, you can kind of tap in here too. Like he's really fun in the comics. Like I remember there's one run with Donny Cates where he like takes over Las Vegas, where he basically the hell is Las Vegas and he owns it, and he lets anybody in. It's a big casino. You can come in, hang out, do your thing, play cards, but if you lose, we all know what the results are going to be.
Steal your soul.
Exactly, yeah. So Doctor Strange had to go over there and basically save Las Vegas. But those are the type of situations we know. Mephisto and Ghost Rider, we know like many different situations. He's kind of kicked off some legendary runs for many different characters. So yeah, Mephisto is a great character.
Yeah. I mean, agree with all that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, scale of 1 to 10. Jordan, what do you give Ironheart?
So I watched all of it on the plane back to back, and I had a really good time with it. Uh, it wasn't the greatest MCU show, but I think it was fun. I'm gonna give it a 7.
Okay. Brandon?
The more we talk about it, I had a good time in general, just out the door. But I just think the stakes, the performances, the cast, I'll go on the limb here. I'm gonna go 8.
I am too.
Yeah.
Like I this was quite good.
Yeah.
I think that there may be some bias because as a black person, I understand how well written it was as far as character dialogue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, this is one of the more accurate portrayals of black people that I've seen.
Right.
Because there were a lot of reactions to things and a lot of behavior that I was like, "Yep,
Yeah.
that is correct. That's exactly how that would have gone." Yeah. So I was very happy with it. What were y'all's expectations going in?
I
I
mean, just from Black Panther, I was like, I don't think it's gonna be that good. But that was
mm,
like our first exposure to the character.
I I'm a type of person I trust, sort of like we talk about trusting James Gunn. I trust
Yeah,
Ryan Coogler.
I do too.
So I'm sort of like I go in going. I think this has a chance to be good because Ryan Coogler's behind it.
That
Uh,
was that was my thought. I was like, I expect this to not suck at a
yeah,
minimum.
right. At a minimum, yeah,
Because there were some people that were going in like, oh, this is gonna be garbage.
yeah,
This is gonna be trash. I'm not even gonna waste my time. I was like, no, if Ryan Coogler's behind it, it's going to be at least watchable.
exactly, exactly. And I thought they did a good job of balancing just the action with the other stuff, and then bringing the magic element. I wasn't a fan of it at first
Oh, I had
because
no idea the magic stuff was gonna pop up.
yeah, same because that's not her bag. But
Well,
Yeah.
I thought
okay,
because it was the Hood's bag, it like I assumed that there would be magic involved.
right,
Because if he's magic, she's gonna have to use magic to beat him. And um, I've seen Batman in a similar situation of
yeah,
like if magic is the answer, that means you just don't know, and then it ends up being like, oh, this is some shit I've never seen before. This is some shit I can't. I don't have answers for this.
yeah,
So I'm gonna have to go get some help from some magic people. Like
yeah,
having seen Batman in that same situation, I assumed that's where we were going.
yeah. Yeah, I'm not as familiar with the hood, so I wasn't quite sure. Like, oh, okay, like the hood, like, you know what I mean? I was thinking we're going Obadiah Stane type situation, you know what I mean? Which they kind of did, but
And
they
yeah,
added
that's
some
the
layers to it.
whenever Zeke showed up, and then you were like, when he went to jail, you were like, oh, okay, new antagonist.
Right? Yeah,
Like I see, like yeah, like the Hood will still be here, but like he's not gonna be the main problem.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Like it's gonna be the next generation of
hmm
Tony Stark and Obadiah Stane.
right.
I
100%.
yeah, I see. Yeah, I see how you got there. But yeah,
Yeah,
I figured this is going to be a situation where she's going to need magic help and she's going to be super skeptical
yeah,
until some shit goes down.
right.
But
Yeah,
okay. So this show concludes phase 5 of the MCU, correct?
correct.
Yes. So we got Thunderbolts, Guardians 3, Echo, Secret Invasion, Deadpool, Wolverine, Marvels, Captain America, Brave New World, Ironheart, Agatha All Along, Ant-Man, Daredevil Born Again, Loki season 3, 2,
Two.
2. And it would have been Blade, but yeah, Blade didn't get released.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah. What y'all think about Phase 5?
solid. I mean, obviously, the misses were really bad.
Yeah,
Secret Invasion is unwatchable.
correct.
But the wins, I mean, Daredevil Born Again, like that can hang with any phase. You know what I mean? Thunderbolts was good. It flopped, but it was really a movie. You know, it's just
Yeah,
I think the Marvel fatigue kind of got part of it.
Ooh.
I think there was more good than bad,
Hmm.
honestly,
Yeah,
but the bad was really bad
yeah.
because Ant-Man and the Wasp
Whew.
was terrible. The Marvels was forgettable,
Hmm.
and Brave New World wasn't what we needed it to be.
Trash,
I'm not gonna say trash, but it wasn't what
trash,
it needed to be. The other three, like Guardians 3, really
Phenomenal.
good.
banger,
Like really good. Deadpool Wolverine,
solid,
Banger.
while
solid,
it was a nostalgia trap, and I love
solid.
a nostalgia trap, solid. Like I trust Ryan Reynolds, and it was a very enjoyable film.
Top 20.
Thunderbolts, better than we thought it was gonna be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
enjoyable.
Like very, very solid.
Not better than Phase 4?
Pull
Well,
it up for me.
hold on. Like we got the
Yeah.
shows.
Oh, yeah.
So Secret Invasion,
Oh,
absolute garbage.
Yeah.
Like easily one of the worst shows I have ever completed.
Same.
But Loki season 2,
Fire.
really, really good.
Yeah.
How much of What If is a part of this?
Oof.
I actually didn't see What If on the list for Phase 4.
They probably
Okay.
don't count this.
Because it's not
Because
live. So, like, I would assume, like, is your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man a part of it?
no, just
Just
like X-Men 97 isn't either.
okay. So yeah, we want to talk about those. Uh, Echo, you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, solid.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Had some moments. But
the
okay.
the show was good. The ending was really bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, Agatha all along, pretty good.
Good. Yeah.
Daredevil Born Again, as we said,
Elite.
fire.
Yeah.
Like, so that I'm clear, Loki season 2 and Daredevil were in the same phase.
Yep.
Then it's better than phase 4. I don't know what's in phase 4, but
Now,
it's better than phase 4.
Phase 4. We have
Proximity.
WandaVision,
Okay.
Black Widow, Eternals, Moon Knight, Thor: Love and Thunder.
So you named all the bad stuff on purpose first.
That's just the way the list was. Werewolf by Night,
Good.
Falcon Winter Soldier,
Good.
Hawkeye, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, Black Panther, Loki
No.
season 1, Shang-Chi, Spider-Man No Way Home, Miss Marvel, and She-Hulk.
Bro.
Phase 5 had more talent, in my opinion.
It's not as wide of a gap as I thought it'd be, but it's a gap. It's definitely better.
I think the gap is because the misses in phase 5 were probably worse, but phase 4 had more misses, in my
It
opinion.
did. It
Well,
did. I
I
agree with
think they
that.
put that because they put out more
Yeah,
in
they
Phase
did.
5. Yeah.
It did. They
But
slowed down a
also,
little bit in
1, 2, 3,
phase 5.
4.
I think in phase 4, that was the volume over quality. Like, that was
Yeah.
the quantity
100%.
over quality thing, because they were just pumping out stuff.
Yeah.
Because I think the first 3 items, WandaVision, Captain Falcon, and Loki, were pretty good.
Yeah.
But movie-wise, and then the other shows weren't great. I enjoyed Hawkeye, but I did not enjoy Moon Knight.
Garbage. Hey, I
They
heard
should
they're
have.
coming out with a second season of that too.
They should
I
have made
think
it
that
better.
I think it was critically received well.
Shit was trash.
I think I think that if you are familiar with Moon Knight's history, it was particularly bad. If you are not familiar with Moon Knight's history, or you're not taking that into consideration and you're just looking at the show on its own, it's not the worst show.
I know
Again,
a lot of people like Moon Knight show, but
the
they're
ending
not the Moon Knight
Crazy.
fans.
the ending was trash because who wanted a kaiju fight?
But they also have one of the best, I think, top 5 episodes in the MCU TV shows.
Oh,
With that episode, was it 5? I want to say
Yeah, I think that sounds right.
when you get like
we might have to do that.
when you get the
Top 5.
backstory for him. That was really good.
Yeah.
I I remember that being a good episode. I don't think that today it's a top 5 episode,
I'll say top 5, top 10 for sure.
I can
but
see top
we'd have to
10.
do a real review to
Yeah.
determine that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can say pretty confidently that in my opinion, Phase 5 has less misses, but the misses are really egregious.
Yeah.
Like again, Secret Invasion. Ugh.
Yeah. That's struck from the record, I think, low key. Wait, was what's it called? Phase 4 or 5? Eternals.
4.
4.
4. Okay.
I will say so. Phase 5 had 12 movies versus Phase 4 had I think 16.
12 movies feels like a lot.
17. Say between movies and shows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So so Phase 5 had 12 items.
correct.
Okay. I'll say 12 movies. That's a lot.
Yeah.
And Blade would have been 13.
Okay. Yeah. I think the quality in Phase 5, because for Phase 4, what was excellent in Phase 4?
So phase four, we would say WandaVision.
Okay.
Uh,
Season 1 Loki.
yeah, season one Loki. Some of us might say Shang-Chi.
Okay.
Black Panther 2.
Good,
Okay.
really good.
Some people might say Thor: Love and Thunder.
Stop.
Who? Excellent? Absolutely not.
Okay. I was throwing out there. Yeah, probably just WandaVision, Loki. Oh, Spider-Man: No Way Home.
All right.
Okay.
So yeah,
Captain.
WandaVision, No Way Home, asterisk on Shang-Chi, and yeah, that's
Captain
it.
America, Winter Soldier.
Black Panther. I mean, I don't know about excellent for Falcon and Winter
I
Soldier.
okay. So if we're looking at movies, um, Brandon,
Yeah.
is there anything in Phase 4 that was better than Guardians 3 to
No,
you?
Hey, give me Phase 4 movies.
you got you got Black Widow, Eternals, Thor: Love and Thunder, Doctor Strange, and Black Panther 2, Shang-Chi, and No Way Home.
Ooh. Okay. Only thing I'm thinking of is No Way Home, Wakanda Forever. To me, those are the only two that can compete personally.
Okay.
Um, yeesh, that is tough.
I think compete, yes, better than no.
You're probably right. Let me see here.
Brandon's
Guardians.
trying to pull up his list.
Yeah, you're right. Guardians 3. Yeah, I got 11. Black Panther 2. I got 13. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think Guardians. Yeah.
Okay. Because for me, Black Panther 2 is the best movie of the ones that are in phases 4 and 5. But Guardians 3 and Deadpool and Wolverine, I think I would have above Shang-Chi and uh No Way Home.
Hmm.
And then the Thunderbolts I think is better than the rest of that phase, if I recall correctly, because I'd put Thunderbolts above Thor: Love and Thunder and Black Widow and Eternals.
Yeah, I mean, I got on my list, I got Thunderbolts right behind Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
Yeah. Now, again, Ant-Man 3 and the Marvels, not good.
Yeah, no, you're right.
But
But
are
they're
they
better
I
than
say
Eternals and Black Widow,
that's what
yes.
I was gonna say is like I don't know that they're as bad as Black Widow and Eternals. And then Brave New World is just in the middle.
Uh, Yeah. To me, Black Widow wasn't that bad. Um.
I think I would I think I liked the Marvels better than Black Widow.
I agree with Spencer.
What?
I would rather probably watch the Marvels over
Are you?
Black Widow.
The
Are we
Marvels
serious right now?
the Marvels has some weird moments in it.
I only seen both movies one time. I might need to
Come
rewatch
on,
them.
guys. The fight choreography in Black Widow is 10 times better than
Oh,
anything in the Marvels.
that's true.
The Marvels was I ain't gonna say awful,
It
but it
wasn't
wasn't.
ass, but it
It,
wasn't great.
it wasn't great. No, it was
To
extremely.
remind you guys, I gave the Marvels a 5. Brandon gave it a 6.5, and Spencer gave it a 7.
Oh, I gave it a 7? Oh my God.
Wait,
That is
Black
not true.
Widow.
That's hilarious.
That's
What,
crazy.
what about Black Widow?
We did not. We wasn't around when Black Widow dropped.
I
Oh
was
damn.
drunk when we reviewed the Marvels.
Yeah, you gave it a 7.
That's
That's
too
crazy.
high. That's too
We
high.
need to go back and re-rate some of these.
Yes, a lot of them.
We know, like for real. Like we need to go
No,
back
yes,
and
I
go
am
back and
agree.
be like, that is
Everybody rewatch
egregious.
them.
Yeah. Not even we ain't gotta watch it. We should just go back through our list and just be like, yeah, that was egregious.
Yeah, like
I would have to rewatch it because I
I
feel
would
like
too.
it's not fair. That's not fair.
I
I
would
can.
have to because the fact that I gave it a 7 means that something was okay about it, but that can't be true.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know what y'all were talking about. Some 6.5 and a 7.
I am gonna have to watch it at some point because seven. That feels way too high.
Mm,
Like I just gave Ironheart an 8. There's
yeah,
no way that
no,
that's a
I,
7.
yeah.
So yeah, I was drunk, and that's okay. Um, we'll just have to. Yeah, we'll just have to. I'll I will rewatch it at some point,
So
and I will see how I feel after a second viewing.
I feel like, yeah, I got to put out which is better.
It's crazy. Spencer literally gave Brave New World a 6.5 and gave the Marvels a 7.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. Um,
Ant-Man 3 gave a 6.5. That means you liked
really?
Ant-Man
Bro,
3.
what? Said
Okay,
you?
yeah, I was drunk.
Wait,
Clearly.
Ant-Man 3, what's everybody's rating?
So I gave it a 6.5. You gave it a 7.5, and Spencer gave it a
Me?
6.5.
So I
Seven and
would.
a
Okay, cool,
uh,
good.
I don't know what y'all be thinking,
yeah, bro,
bro.
we gotta
Yeah,
redo this.
I think sometimes the newness don't wear off.
I think
Like
the Kang got, you know what I'm
Kang
saying?
did some heavy lifting,
Yeah,
and I know that for a fact. I know
yeah.
Kang did some heavy lifting.
You know what's
Um,
even crazy? Like, I don't know what Spencer be thinking, bro. I'm looking at Shazam 2. I gave it a 4.5. Brandon gave it a 3.5, and Spencer gave it a 6.
He gave
Shazam
Shazam
2.
to
I have to, I'm generous. That's what that is. I'm far too
uh,
generous out the door because
That's
that movie
crazy.
is not a 6.
no, by
Like
any means.
that movie was really bad.
Awful, bro. I'm pissed I gave a 7.5 to Ant-Man 3.
That movie
Yeah.
was really bad.
Yeah,
I may have to go back and listen to what I said about the episode because I was drunk,
yeah.
obviously.
I'm glad we keep record of this because we need to go back
Yeah.
through and respond and hold each other accountable.
Thank you for bringing that to my attention
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
my lord, that don't make no damn sense.
that is
I am
hilarious.
the first to admit it. That is egregious.
All right, Jordan, one more.
Yeah.
What random movie did we rate?
I'm actually looking for like something real low.
How did we rate Secret Invasion?
Secret Invasion. I gave it a 6. Brandon gave it a 5, and Spencer gave it a 6.
I
I gave
gave
it a
that a
6?
6. Y'all are smoking.
I
All right,
can't. I can't be
I'm
trusted.
I'm mad about a 5. So
I can't be trusted.
I think the Shazam 2 is the lowest one from everybody. Actually, Spencer's lowest that I see so far is a 5.5, and that is What If Season 2. Brandon's lowest is Shazam 2, and my lowest is also Shazam 2.
yeah,
Yeah.
we gotta hold voters are responsible, accountable.
The only 10s I see, I gave Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse a 10. I gave X-Men 97 a 10, Deadpool Wolverine a 10.
10 is crazy.
Brandon gave Shogun a 10. And he gave Andor season 2 a 10. Spencer gave the Ninja Turtles movie a 10. And that is it.
Okay. I'll say what did you, but okay.
And Cassidy, I got also have our guest whenever we review guests. Cassidy gave Superman a 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
That's hilarious.
That's crazy, man. We gotta shape up. We gotta tighten up.
Yeah, I guess I'm glad that on my own podcast I have already seen the movies that I'm reviewing
Yeah.
because I'm reviewing them like I'm watching them a second time. A lot of these are out of the door ratings, and that's the only like reason I could come up with that these numbers are so high because again, some of them are unacceptable.
Yeah.
Like I it's like I can only rate between 6 and 8
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
that's crazy.
That
I
is crazy.
have no problem admitting that like what the fuck was I doing for some of those.
Yeah.
Like I remember Shazam 2, and I'm not gonna watch it again.
Ever.
I would watch a 6 again. I'm not watching that shit again.
No, not at
That's
all.
that's crazy. That movie's a 4.
If that, yeah. I'd watch
That movie's a 4 on
Love
a good day.
Love
Oh,
and Thunder 10 times before I watch it.
you know what we didn't review that I would have rated appropriately? Madam Web.
Oh yeah. It's
Oh
good.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We didn't watch Madam Web.
Yeah.
What did we give Black Adam?
I don't think we reviewed it all together because I didn't see it. I didn't see that one out the gate when it first
Hmm.
dropped.
Okay.
I mean, we got like Transformers. I gave it a 6. Brandon gave it a 5.5. Spencer gave it a 6. We had the Flash. 7.5 for me, 7.5 for Brandon, 7 for Spencer. Uh, yeah, we got Gen V,
That was still
Ahsoka.
generous.
Yeah, Blue Beetle. I forgot Blue Beetle was pretty good though.
Blue Beetle was pretty good. Blue Beetle's a 7. Like
You gave it an
that's
8. I gave it an 8. Brandon gave it 7.5.
yeah, like that's a solid 7.
Yeah.
Um yeah, so that was uh fresh out the door generosity. But yeah, like Blue Beetle was quite good.
Yeah, I
Um
enjoyed that one.
the fact that I have that and Shazam in the same neighborhood
Yeah, it's crazy.
is egregious. So
Agreed. Oh, okay. Get back on subject. So, do we think Marvel is headed back in the right direction?
I think so. I think they're getting the right people in the right places. And it seems like they have abandoned the whole quantity over quality thing. So it's starting to feel like things are heading in the right direction.
Yeah,
But I'm not there yet. I'm not fully on board with the MCU's uh record. I'm still locked in, of course. Like I'm still watch everything, but
yeah,
I am not convinced that we are in 2019.
yeah. Agreed. Yeah, I do think we kind of course corrected, and I think we're heading better places. But lot of game left in well actually yeah a lot of game left in Marvel. We got phase 6. I guess before we get out of here, let me see what is all in phase 6. Because obviously the Fantastic Four is the first thing coming out for phase 6.
Yeah, I think that's gonna depend on it. That's gonna tell us a lot more. And I'm still a little worried about this crossover event, this Avengers Doomsday thing. I think that is what's worrying me because there's really been no build up to it.
Yeah. So for phase 6, we will have, and we'll see. I mean, this is always tentative to change, but right now we have the Fantastic Four, Spider-Man Brand New Day, Avengers Doomsday, and Avengers Secret War as far as movies are concerned. TV, we have Eyes of Wakanda, Marvel Zombies, Wonder Man, which I think that's gonna be live action actually. Oh,
Yeah, it is.
TV, I'm tripping. Yeah.
Yeah.
Daredevil, Born Again Season 2, Vision Quest, and they actually say Your Friendly Neighborhood Season 2.
Hmm.
Friendly
So
Neighborhood was pretty good.
I never did finish. I got to
I
like
never
episode
watched it.
2 or 3.
I recommend it, but it's not as for kids as I thought it was going to be.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, we'll see how phase 6 goes.
yeah, we'll see. I am a little worried because the Avengers an organization is going on, and I mean Ryan Coogler might go to the DCU. Who knows?
I saw that James Gunn was talking to him about doing some DC stuff.
Yeah, he was talking to him and the dude, the Godzilla director.
Yeah. What's funny is like I was actually talking about this the other day with somebody that's like, if Ryan Coogler does go to the DC universe, I would want to see him do probably Green Lanterns, but I know that they already have that show kind of coming out.
Yeah,
So if I had to pick another character, I don't think he should do Vixen because there's already Black Panther.
yeah,
Why try to do another character like that? Maybe a John Stewart solo or
mm,
Cyborg.
yeah. I can see that. I mean,
The easy answer is Static Shock.
I think that's the easy answer.
Yeah, I
I
think that's easy. Yeah, I don't think he would do it though. I think it's too easy.
don't know. It's a little too on the nose, but I'm not mad at it at all.
If they bring Icon in, that's who I'd like to see Ryan Coogler.
Yeah, if they do milestone, yeah,
Yeah, I'd like to see them. I'd like to see him do an Icon project.
yeah. And honestly, I'd like to see him do a non-black project too. Like just to get away from like having to be that your shtick is, which I
Yeah,
don't think is necessarily a shtick because I mean, he did a good job with like
and
some
I
of the
think
other movies.
that's what he wants to do.
Sure, yeah,
But
um,
like if he wanted to do anybody who wasn't cool,
He
yeah,
should have did Blade.
give him anybody.
yeah. I know they should have did Blade with him, but
Was he not uh gonna do like was he not in charge of that? Like
no,
they didn't have
No,
him slated for
no.
that's their
It's
fault. Well,
been jumping around. I think one person they were trying to get was the guy who directed the John Wick movies. Apparently that fell apart. So
you get Ryan Coogler to do Blade, like that's
yeah,
also easy.
yeah. And he's so busy. I mean, he put out Sinners and all that. But yeah,
And
I think
they're trying to build a universe out of that.
yeah, exactly. And I think MCU's in a better direction because it seems like they at least know, all right, these are the big things. Fantastic Four, X-Men, you know what I mean, to move on with, and then kind of fill in the colors from there. But yeah.
yeah. So, anything else?
No, good
So
show. I enjoyed
So yeah,
Ironheart.
definitely let us know what you thought about Ironheart season one. I know I had people asking me when are we gonna do this one. So there we have it.
Yeah.
And with that being said, we never duplicate it.
Always appreciate it.
and forever melanated.